Welcome to another edition of Closer to Home Small Business Spotlight. When we're out looking for homes, we're looking for homes that accommodate the entire family. And a lot of times that family includes our four-legged friends. So today I'm talking with Tyson here and Amanda Ostrowski of Mandy's Dog Training on how to keep your dog safe within the house, safe within the community, and just general training questions. So how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. And Tyson,
Great.
thank you. I appreciate you taking time today.
He's happy to be here.
He's so sweet. He's so sweet. So feel free if you want to take a nap, whatever you want to do. You're all good. Tell me a little bit about Mandy's Dog Training, how you got into this, your background, time spent.
So I started Mandy's Dog Training about 2 years ago. I did it part-time for a year and then it blew up, and so now I've been doing it full-time a year after that. It's been great. What I do is I go to people's homes and I help them with their dogs, and I also hold a group training class in Park Ridge.
Gotcha.
I love it. It's great. And a lot of people need help. They don't always admit it, but a lot of us need help walking our dogs, having the dogs jump all over people when they come on the door, potty training new puppies. We do everything from A to Z.
Gotcha. And which is great. I know we still have that issue at home a little bit as well. We're still working on it, and most people do. I'm assuming a lot of what you hear are the same concerns and the same questions.
Yes. Yep.
I assume for you as well, that took a lot of training just for yourself to become licensed to be able to do this too.
It did. Yep. I went to National Canine University in Ohio. It was a great experience, but it was a lot of work, a lot of testing. You have to know a lot because there are so many different kinds of breeds of dogs, all ages, coming from different backgrounds, some that are adopted, other ones that are found, other ones that come from breeders. It's all over the place. So there's a lot to know. Gotcha.
So once you got your license and once you started, did you start with just small groups or individual dogs? Did you find that I learned all of this, but now here's the real world teaching that goes on too?
So when I first started, I was against groups, which is funny because now I'm leaning towards groups.
Okay.
When I first started doing it, I only wanted to do, I'm going to this person, I'm going to focus on exactly what they need in their home. And then I started realizing, wow, I could do more at once. And dogs also go different places and they need to interact with different dogs, which was, so now I do both basically. Now I do people who have dogs that don't get along with other dogs, so they can't go to group. And we want to try and socialize them. But then I do dogs that love other dogs a bit too much. So
need to calm down a little,
yeah,
right?
so the owners have to be able to control them when they see other dogs. And that's where groups come in, and they're great. They're fabulous.
And that makes sense. That makes sense. Obviously not an issue for Tyson because he's calm and good to go here. So do you feel like there's a minimum amount of times that people need to set aside to learn certain things with their dogs? Because what I've heard as well is you're training the owner as much as you're training the dog. Is that an accurate statement?
It's accurate.
Okay.
Yeah, we, like in the dog training world, we joke around and say it's people training.
Yeah.
Because it is people training. So, like, let's say me and you did training with your dog. You're only going to see me an hour a week, but you have to be enforcing it at home. You have to do it like 3 times a day at home. You have to work with your dog. It's like having kids. You know, you can't just do it once a week and expect, oh yeah, everything's going to be great and my dog is trained. You really have to work with it.
They're looking to us for that consistency, I assume.
Dogs need consistency, just like we do.
I think that's what my wife and I have talked about most over time is we can't blame the dog if the dog continues to do these things because we need to help the dog learn.
Right.
So,
they don't know if you
Oscar.
don't. Poor thing.
We're letting him down.
But you live very close.
Yes, that's very true.
There's no excuse. But yeah, dogs don't know unless we show them. Like, how are they supposed to know? Oh, when I'm excited, I don't jump all over people. They don't know. You know, they're just going to do what. Because if we say, oh my God, here you are, you're here, they're going to want to jump on you and they're going to be very, very excited. But next time when someone comes over and you don't want them to jump, they're not going to understand that.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, we've gotten out of that habit of, who's here?
Yeah.
Oh, who's here? Because they're like, oh, let's get going.
That's huge. That's huge.
I got to stop that.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. I mean, I catch myself sometimes too because I'm excited, and I want him to know someone's coming and
Sure.
stuff. But yeah, that's a huge thing, a huge no-no.
It sounds like there's a lot out there to learn. Anything we've missed just in this short conversation you want people to know about training in general, or?
Yeah, so the one thing I want people to know is not to be embarrassed about it.
Okay.
We all go through it. And sometimes like people, we get anxious, I get anxious, and our dogs get anxious too. And it's nothing to be embarrassed about. You're not supposed to know exactly what to do and how to train your dog, right? That's what professionals are here for.
I've never done it before, right? So that
Right,
makes sense.
but that's what we're here for. But I just want people to know there's no need to be embarrassed about it. If you need help, I will come to you or come to a group.
Okay.
And a group will make you feel good because then you see, wow, there's all these other people here too.
I'm not alone.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Not alone, right, bud?
Yeah.
Well, terrific. Well, thank you. Very helpful and really good information. So I
Yeah,
appreciate
thanks for
the time.
having me.
Absolutely. My pleasure. My pleasure. If you have additional questions about dog training, you can reach out to Amanda. I'll have her information in the link below. If you have questions about buying or selling in Park Ridge or the surrounding areas, definitely don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always happy to help. And just remember, when you work with Paul, you're closer to home.